Hello, it's Peter Franklin again with another tip for Pyramid Thinking Plus as part of our masterclass series. Today it's tip number 4, using structured complications. This is all about using the hierarchical logic structure used for governing thoughts and key lines within the complication or opportunity. We will look at when you might want to do this and how to do it. Now you'll remember from your original pyramid thinking course and what you do when you apply it in practice that we start off with a situation which is some statements that flesh out the context of the presentation or the report that you're writing. And this is non-controversial, things the audience will agree with. You then go on to the complication opportunity, so what's changed in the world that's causing the audience to have a question they want addressed. Then what's the question, and then what's the answer? And the answer is the governing thought, the one thing you want your audience to remember. And the governing thought is true because of the key line, which are the 3 to 5 reasons why the governing thought is true. And then underneath that you may have some support logic, which are the 3 or 5 pieces of evidence which support each key line item. So if you're watching this masterclass series, you'll have already been trained in pyramid thinking and you'll be a practitioner of the approach. And as you're constructing your introduction, which is the situation, complication, question and answer, you'll often find that the complication or opportunity, things that have changed in the world that raise the question in the audience mind, are simply self-evident. All you have to do is state them. However, sometimes they are not self-evident. They need to be proven. You know what the change in the external world are that have created the opportunity or challenge, but you need to convince your audience so they can see this as well. However, you don't want to have 2 pyramid logics, 2 pages, one explaining why the complication opportunity exists and then another explaining what the audience should do. You want a 1-page logic. But you're wary of simply asserting the complication or opportunity since the audience may not accept it, and thus your overall logic could fail to convince. So you shy away from using the obvious complication opportunity because you consider it too controversial. That would be a mistake. Luckily, what you already know about Pyramid Thinking Plus can come to your rescue. Let's have a look. All you need to do is deploy the governing thought and keyline structure in your complication opportunity if you need to prove it in the eyes of your audience. You know that nested hierarchies of logic work, so simply deploy them to prove your complication or opportunity. You can use inductive or deductive logical forms as you learnt during your training, and your governing thought is the complication or opportunity facing your audience. You then have your key line and possibly some support logic to support your governing thought. Having been through your complication opportunity logic, your audience sees the same complication or opportunity as you do. You've proven it. Why does this work? Firstly, your audience will be convinced that the complication or opportunity is real. That is because you know that a clear governing thought followed by a relevant key line will be believed. And you can still stick to a 1-page logic framework. Whilst you now have a structured complication or opportunity, your overall SCQA, GT, KL, so situation, complication, question, answer, which is the governing thought followed by key line, structure remains intact. And your complication opportunity will not be controversial because all the key line items are things that are substantiated. And last but not least, your logic will be compelling because your audience will buy into both your complication opportunity and your governing thought. Let's look at a practical example. I do some volunteering work for an organisation called the 99%, which is dedicated to making the world a greener, fairer and more prosperous place through the application of fact-based analytics to the problems we face. One of our projects is looking at a particular region in the UK and how the local stakeholders can adopt initiatives to improve their economic, environmental and social challenges. Let's take a look at a possible introduction logic to what will be the final report when it's completed. The audience may well not be aware of the challenges they face, but we can see them from the analysis that we've done. So this is the case where we can see the complication opportunity clearly, but it needs to be proven for the audience. So let's have a look. The situation, which of course is self-evident and non-controversial, is that this part of the country is a beautiful part of the country. We live in a beautiful place, lots of space, remarkable natural resources and a rich historical heritage. That's non-controversial and it explains the context. All the audience will agree with that. We then have the complication or opportunity. And here you can see the structure of it. The governing thought part of the structure is in red, the key line is in yellow, key lines are in yellow, and the green is the support logic. So the governing thought is, within the complication opportunity, we face many significant challenges and opportunities. And the key line is, that is because we have multiple related economic, environmental and social challenges, but we also face a time of opportunity. And then the support logic supporting each of those is we have multiple related economic, environmental and social challenges because over the past 20 years we have seen our relative prosperity decline relative to the rest of the country. We have come to realise that our per capita environmental footprint is significantly higher than other parts of the country, and we have over 10% of the population below the poverty line, with a clear linkage to low skill levels and lack of employment. And the other key line within the complication is, but we also face a time of opportunity with new industries growing as the world transitions to net zero, new agricultural paradigms offer greater prosperity and significantly reduced environmental impact, and these include forestry, agrivoltaics, land management payments, the creative sector expanding as markets evolve, and the opening of a new Centre for Excellence in our new technical university. Once the audience has been through that, they will believe the complication or opportunity exists, which then raises naturally the question, what should we do to carve out a greener, fairer and more prosperous future? And then we come to the outcome of the report, which I won't go here because this masterclass is all about structuring complications or opportunities. So don't shy away from complications or opportunities that appear controversial because they need to be proven. Just prove them using the trusted hierarchy of logic used for governing thoughts and key lines. I wish you every success with your pyramid logics. If you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed this video, please click on like, and if you want to see other tips, please click subscribe. You can also find more information on Pyramid Thinking Plus on our website www.enstra.com in the Training and Viewpoint sections. Goodbye for now.